see yourself when you were a little boy growing up, wanting to play baseball, get into the big leagues? Do you see yourself in these kids?
Yes. Like I said, we didn't have like camps like this, but growing up and following players like Manny Ramirez and A-Rod, Derek Jeter, obviously if I would have seen them in person, I would have been really excited, and to be close to these guys and to make them feel like I'm part of them, and I'm not different than them. It will make them better in life, and it will give them confidence to keep moving on in life.
Were there, when you were growing up, were there role models, coaches? I know your dad meant a lot to you growing up in Puerto Rico, and yesterday was Father's Day. What do you think of when you see these kids and how you were helped out with your coaches and mentors growing up?
Yeah, obviously I didn't have my dad around, so it's really special to see parents that take time for their kids and to keep it in the right track. And growing up, my brother was my dad for me, and he did a great job with my mom, taking care of my family. But I've been learning a lot from them, from my family, and outside of my family, my mentor guy, it's been Manny Ramirez that he was with us, and to be around him, it was something special, and I learned a lot of baseball stuff and a lot of life stuff. So
you've taken tagging to a new level. Do you teach them stuff like that, like how to tag, how you do, how to run the bases like you do, how to slide like you do?
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to get it, but I try to explain it as clear as they can get it, because they're kids and you gotta be patient with them. But I think if they start practicing now, in the future, so I would say 8-10 years from now, they will be much better than they should be.
Is it good to be back home, coming off a road trip you guys were on? I mean, is that a disappointing thing? Is it something that you can just kind of forget about?
Yeah. I mean, when the day's over, the day's over. We know we've been losing a lot of games on the road, but we go out there and compete, and we don't know what's gonna happen, and obviously it's always great to be back at home with the fans and in town, but we still gotta compete. We still gotta play hard and win the games here.
Talk about being home. You got a big series coming up. Probably a lot of Cubs and even Sox kids, fans out here today. What are your expectations for this crosstown series coming up?
Obviously it's really exciting to play the White Sox in either stadium. It's gonna be a great competition. I know there's a lot of White Sox fans here, parents, and we obviously respect that. I grew up as a Yankee fan when I was young, so but now I'm the biggest Cubs fan. So we understand that they got different tastes and different towns, but we're here to learn something and to make them better.
Do you see them at all? Do you catch up on them at all? Like when you're watching baseball highlights, have you seen them getting better? Like, because a lot of those guys feel like they're starting to turn the corner, and they're using this series as kind of a measuring stick of how well they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, baseball is 50-50. It can be teams that have been hot and getting a struggle for a week or more. We start pretty cold, and we warm up, and we were on a good track, but this road trip was kind of slow for us, but we'll pick it up.
I'm talking about this upcoming series. What are your thoughts on the other shortstop in Chicago, Tim Anderson?
He's good. Obviously he got talent, and he's been hitting the ball good. But I feel good that he's having a great year. Obviously they compare me and him, so it's great. It's great to obviously be compared with big players, and obviously from MLB, and it's part of it. I mean, I was gonna play my game. He's gonna play his game. I got flair. He got flair. People like it. People don't like it. So we just gotta do us. We gotta do us. We gotta let the people say good things and bad things about us, and that's what make us better. We learn from the mistake that we do, and when we're doing good, we keep learning to keep getting better.
Obviously, Wrigley's always crazy, but have you noticed the difference in the past just with the Cubs Sox going on? Sox fans in your stadium, Cubs fans a little more amped up to beat their.
Yeah, they always ready to to face each other. It's always fun to see the arguers in the stands. Yelling fans, yelling Cubs fans and White Sox fans. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes tomorrow, and because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be packed. So we'll see.
One more for you on your day at the camp here today, and with all the young kids out here. Obviously, there's a lot of baseball interest on both sides of town in Chicago, but what do you think, is baseball doing enough to bring up the younger generation, get kids interested, and do you think camps like this can help with that?
Yeah, oh yeah. I think this is huge. This is really big for the kids. They got a plan in their mind what their goal can be. They stay out of the streets, because there's a lot of people that live in the streets, and this is very important. That's where I grew up. That's why I grew up having nothing, and being on the right track. It was really hard for me and my family and where we're coming from. So I know Chicago is really hard to stay positive, but these kids is really important to have them in a good track in the future.
Thank you.